What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Pretty Pointless Podcast. And from here on out, there'll be no cuts or edits for the final YouTube videos, but that's probably a lie because I'm probably going to cut some. Like this silence right now, I'm probably going to cut. It is episode 7. Episode 7, but it is the first episode that is going to be posted fully on YouTube. So that's something. And then I'll post some clips on Instagram, but let's get right into it. First, so we will talk about if water is wet or not. But first up, how did your solo ensemble go? Walk us through everything you did that day.
I showed up way too early, I think. I probably showed up half an hour early. We were just waiting in the warm-up room, me and my sister. But other than that, it was good. My solo went okay. Wasn't as good as it could have been.
That's his way of saying he sucks.
I definitely had better run-throughs like a day prior, but it was good enough to get me a 1 with an A grade in every category. Musicality.
Care to demonstrate?
What do you mean care to demonstrate?
Care
I'm
to
not playing
demonstrate?
my clarinet.
Oh, it was your clarinet? Oh, I thought you sang.
No. The clarinet. Me and my sister, we also got a 1. We did a duet. I did a solo. It was really cool.
Twizzler break.
What?
I said Twizzler break.
Oh yeah, Twizzler break. It was fun. Jesse was there. Shout out Jesse for being there. He showed up. It surprised me. It was a really cool experience.
I didn't go.
Yeah, it would have been cooler if you were there, Parker.
Marge called me a buttwad. She asked
He's
me
a buttwad.
if anybody's wondering. Marge is a sweet lady. I love her to death. Everybody, the rest of the band is kind of iffy on her because if you ever see,
What?
holy stutter.
Keep going.
If you've ever seen the movie Whiplash, you know the J.K. Simmons' character, that's Marge. That's the closest we will ever get to a Fletcher is Marge Cade, and it's amazing because she was ripping the saxes apart. Like there was like a couple wrong notes, and she just cut us off. She was like, "Saxes, get your notes right." No, but I told her that she asked me if I was doing solo and ensemble. I said no, and she was like, "You buttwad, you idiot!" Like, bro, I don't want to. I got basketball. She was like, "Screw basketball."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was on a day where he was not doing anything. He was probably asleep when I was performing my solo.
I probably was. I just didn't want to have to like practice stuff.
Bro, if you saw the song me and Ava played, it was so easy. Even the people at Soul Ensemble, they're like, the song's too easy. You guys should play something harder. It's like, it's so easy.
So easy.
But, yeah, you're a buttwad.
Like, you remember when Fagel told the other trumpet, well, she said the whole trumpets to just like not seclude anybody, but some of the trumpets do practice their parts. Take it home and practice. You know what I did?
You did not practice.
I put my trumpet in my band locker and I went home. I did not practice I don't remember the last time I practiced a single note of music outside of band.
I really hope this clip finds its way to Mrs. Pagel.
She's not gonna care. She's heard me play. She knows what I'm capable of.
Wrong attitude.
Yeah, but
What are you gonna talk about? Water being wet?
I don't know. I feel like that's like the big finale, and we're like not even that far in the video. It's weird not having a timer.
True, that's right. I'll say, how is Districts? How is it gonna be coming up this Monday?
We haven't played yet.
I said how.
You said how was Districts?
I said how is Districts?
You said how was Districts? Roll the clips. Play it right now and play it right now.
Play it's a podcast.
No, play it right now. Play it right now.
How
it's gonna play it right now, and it's gonna prove you wrong. Put it right here, and then put it right here.
How is Districts going to be on Monday?
We drew Eau Claire first.
Have you won against Eau Claire in the season?
We've won 3 games. 2 of them were against Covert. 1 of them was against Grace Christian.
Well, those two teams don't seem to be Eau Claire, so it might be tough on Monday. You guys playing at Eau Claire?
No,
Or
all the districts is held at Root Valley for some reason.
sick.
Yeah, but if we
So I can-
win, our coach said that if we win on Monday, we get to shave. We get to give him a mohawk. We get to shave him a mohawk, and he will wear it for Wednesday. Because he said he's getting a haircut anyways. But if we win, we get to do it.
That's how bad it is. That's it's so dire. That's how dire the situation is.
Shut up.
No, I might pop out.
Yeah, you should.
Everyone, pop out.
Yeah,
if you will.
just show up. Body armor break. This episode is sponsored by Body Armor.
Can't say it's sponsored because it's not sponsored. Or broad shoes.
No, that's staying. Everything's staying. All right, this episode is soon to be sponsored by Body Armor. Hopefully, soon to be sponsored by Body Armor Super Hydration. I have cherry lime. Take a swig of that. Honest review.
I taste a lot of lime more than cherry.
Yeah, I get that a little bit. I also taste the coconut water, which I actually kind of like.
If anything, the name should be lime cherry. River.
Let's see, what has it got in here? It's got natural flavors and sweeteners, coconut water, 1,200 milligrams of potassium per bottle, antioxidants, vitamins A, C, and E, B vitamins, B3, B5, B6, B9, and B12.
A lot of bees. Call it the hive.
Yeah, Body Armor, cherry lime, super hydration. Back to the rest of the episode. Okay, do you think it's time?
I think it's time.
Okay, so I brought this up a little bit ago, and we want to know, is water wet? Because my whole life I've been like, yeah, of course water's wet. The people that are like, oh, it just makes things wet, I've always thought that was stupid. But when they really get into their argument and start talking about it, it makes me start to stumble and like think about it. Because like they'll be like, oh, water doesn't make things wet because if you go down to like atomic level, nothing's touching. So like the water's not really touching you. You're not really wet. But then like if
that's lame.
No, I know, but just think about it. Just like picture water and then go all the way in. You guys do this with me. Go all the way in, and then just like picture all the molecules.
I'm picturing the molecules.
Just picture all the molecules, and like none of them are touching. And then when it goes onto your skin, that's not touching your skin either. You just think you're wet.
Okay, but being wet isn't a subatomic property. It is.
Yeah, but if you go down to the molecules aren't touching. So like, it's not wet. It's just like, it's this is a lot for my brain to handle.
Yeah, but like, being wet is on a on a larger scale than like hot and cold. Hot and cold is on a subatomic level.
I guess that's fair.
Being dry is not having
but
water.
then you can say, oh, is the is the sun dry, or does it just make things dry?
Well, if it removes water by evaporation, it makes things dry, which because water makes things wet. But that's not the question. The question is water wet? And
The question is water wet?
Yeah.
You said the question is water wet.
The question,
but water
is water wet.
Water wet wouldn't be a question itself. Water wet is like a caveman statement. Water wet. Water wet.
Back to the main topic. Is water wet? I think I'm gonna think hard about this.
Let us know in the comments what you think. What like
discussion?
Yeah, we'll have a discussion in the comments. Is water wet and why? I'm still in the middle. I'm.
He's on the fence.
I'm on the fence. I don't have like one foot in either pasture on each side of the fence.
Call him toast behavior.
I hate you so much.
Bland toast. Not even peanut butter and jelly.
Do they need to know
Bland.
about the toast?
They know what a toast is.
I forgot what the toast was. Well,
Parker's a toast because he's so bland, doesn't have any opinions.
oh yeah, this was for the satirical essay. He called me a toast because I don't have opinions, but I wrote the essay and it's fine, so we can forget about the toast.
Yeah, we can go back to the water.
Yeah, water.
Is water wet?
Water is water wet.
Water is totally wet because I think wet is a property that an object can have when it is like either soaked or in contact with water. So therefore,
But what you just said is saying that water makes things wet.
Yeah.
Because water is not an object.
okay, well, water can be a thing, an object, and water can make things wet because water's touching things.
Well, yeah, but so is water wet or does it just make things wet?
Well,
That's what we're trying to figure out.
If we can agree that water makes things wet by
yeah,
touching
water
it,
obviously makes things wet.
by touching it.
Yes.
So then if water touches itself, then
It's just more water.
Sure.
Water touching itself just makes more water. Just
Sure,
make
it-
it wetter or drier.
it's more water. But I mean, does more water on something make it wetter? To a point,
More
to
wetter.
a point, it does.
Yeah, but once you get to a certain point, then it's just it doesn't can't
It's
get any-
submerged. It
It
can't
any
get more wet.
wetter.
Yeah, it cannot get more wet.
More wetter.
So it's the surface area. I think that means that water's wet because it can transfer the property that it has itself to other things by touching it. That argument breaks down a little bit when there's, let's say, one molecule of water that's floating in space, let's say. It isn't touching anything. It isn't even touching itself because it's just one molecule of water. So, therefore, by my logic, it's not wet.
If one molecule of water were to land on your hand, would your hand be wet, or would there just be that one little molecule just chilling there?
It would be wet where that molecule is.
But if it's one molecule, would that just like disperse like water? Like if you put a drop of water in your hand, it's gonna start leaking down and leave a trail. Is that gonna happen? It's gonna like
Well, not
multiply?
in the vacuum of space. Okay, it's not multiplying.
Or
That's not
dividing
how physics
itself?
work. It's not dividing itself. It's falling. Yeah, it's like it's wet wherever it is. That's why you can be. There's different levels of
wetness.
wetness. Like,
If I were to spit on your
damp.
face right now.
nope. I was thinking more rain. Like you can get misted. You can be damp. You can be.
But then when
wet,
you jump
can
in a
be
river,
soaked.
then
Be
you're- then
soaked,
you're soaked,
submerged.
yeah.
Different types of, or different varying levels of wetness based on how much water is present. So, if I was thinking of a graph, right, be like a linear graph of the wetness. More water equals more wet, and the more ability it has to make things wet. So I'm gonna say that more water is more wet.
Well, yes.
So therefore,
Water
water
makes things
is
wet.
wet.
Is wet.
Water is wet because as water goes up, the wet goes up on the graph.
Okay, so we debunked that. Water
I
is
got it.
wet.
That is
On the topic of water,
that's the proof.
so humans can see water,
Where's it going?
but we can't see air. Can fish see air and not see water? Like, is it flipped? Like, do they see like like when you're out and you see the water, like you can
water.
clearly see the water is
water.
there. Is that the same thing for them, but with the air? Like they're like, oh, there's obviously air up there, or do they call air water and call water air?
Okay, no.
Because
They don't call it anything. They're fish.
Because they breathe water.
They breathe the air in the water. Actually,
They're
Parker.
still breathing the water.
All right, Parker.
Okay, fine,
What's your stance on the topic?
I think fish can see air.
Yes, Parker, because we can see air underwater.
No, but like if you look around, you can't see the air.
Well, you can't see the air
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm
there's
saying.
nothing to see.
Exactly. Can fish see what we can't see?
Well, they can see the surface, like how we can see the distinction between water and air. So can fish.
No,
I'd
but what I'm
imagine.
saying
I'd imagine.
is like how when you look around, you don't see the air. When they're underwater, is that the same thing for them? Like they but then like when they look up, they see the air.
Well, they can definitely see the surface and the difference between water and air. And I'd imagine that underwater it would look similar to how we see things underwater, but just clearer. Like it's just clear because our eyes are made and aren't affected by the water as much, I'd imagine.
I didn't think about that.
Right? Um and then you know how uh like underwater things get like warped. That's mainly from the surface to air because they refract light differently. Um, that's why like you look down at your leg in the pool, it looks like massive or tiny or whatever. It looks like it's from the refraction of the air or of the light
My
in the different
argument's
mediums.
falling apart in front of
So
my eye.
so um and even though there's like you'll go underwater and you'll see there's minimal uh refraction or distortion. It's very it's just hazy because your eyes can't handle the pressure of the water or just having water on your eye. It just makes it blurry. So fish would see what we see underwater, just clear because they can handle the pressure and the fact that there's water on their eyes, and they can see the surface, but they can't see air
How do you know though?
because we can't see air.
But you're not a fish.
Not a fish. That's correct.
No, but like like some animals have better eyesight than us and they can see differently. It could be the same way for fish. They can see air.
Yes, but when you see differently, you see light differently. You can see color differently. You can see infrared light. You can see.
I hate that you're smarter than me. I hate this so much.
You think of a snake with its thermal vision. Not really thermal vision.
Heat vision.
That's the same thing as thermal vision, but
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like I think it's something with their tongue. I don't even know.
But
But
they're like
like they can
they're sniffing out.
they can detect heat signatures really well.
Yeah.
It's because they go into the I believe infrared light spectrum. Actually, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I might be just talking about my butt right now.
Bro's
But
just pulling this out of Bro's just pulling this out of his butt right now.
but there are animals who see different light spectrums, like dogs. I know see different color
Yeah.
differently.
Like Bluey. Bluey was made so dogs can watch it. You know that?
I didn't know that actually.
Like dogs can I'm pretty sure they can see like blue and yellow.
Yeah, like blue and yellow
That's
is what dogs really see.
Bluey is made in dog vision, so like dogs can watch it.
That's cool. But yeah, like you just can't see things that aren't there. And light doesn't. I mean, air doesn't have nothing. Light doesn't bounce off air.
It goes through air.
Or like I mean, I'm not sure about the exact science because I'd imagine it can bounce off air. It just doesn't.
It just doesn't choose to.
Doesn't warp. But he warps air and kind of distorts it because imagine you're like the desert. The desert movies. The air is really hot and it's kind of like wavy. So the heat's doing something to the air that makes it that distorts the light within it.
Like when you see
Which is very interesting.
when it looks like water on the road.
Oh, yes, that's a good example.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still can't see air, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
It was worth a shot.
No.
It was worth a shot.
You got any more topics for us today?
I don't think I do. Thank you for joining us for episode
7.
Episode 7 of the Pretty Pointless Podcast. Of the Pretty Pointless Podcast. And I hope we make your week a little bit better. And I know I'm not supposed to talk my mouth open, but I don't care. So,
Yeah.
see you guys next week.
Next week.